I'm here as much for y'all as I am here for myself, probably more so you. Nightwish, My Walden. And as far as I know, I don't know what My Walden is. I don't know if this is somebody's dog. Maybe they got a corgi named Walden. I don't know what the deal is.
You beautiful specimens.
It's live. Here we go. Now I got 30 seconds to figure it out.
Tampere, the cradle of civilization. We're now going to take you deep into the mountains. Ah, man, I don't have enough to go off. I got 30 seconds on these songs to figure out what's going on. And is this heavy? Does it get heavy? Because, man, they've tricked me. Nightwish has been tricking me. The last few songs y'all put through with Nightwish have been melodic. They've been melodic, and they've had these harmonies, and they've gone soft, and I've loved it. I've loved it. Absolutely loved their range. But I have to guess. If I were to guess on the instruments, I think we're going to stay melodic. It's a 6-minute video. Oof. My Walden. I don't know. Best we can do is just keep going. All right, we'll pause right there. Now, something I did add for y'all because it was in the comments was y'all asked me to go back when I pause, maybe a few seconds. So now it's actually a process that happens when I hit pause. It goes back 5 seconds. I did that for y'all. Y'all had asked me to do it in the comments, and I'm here as much for y'all as I am here for myself. Probably more so you. Y'all had said please do that, and so there you go. So when this comes back up, we're 5 seconds behind. I try. But okay, so yeah, we stayed melodic, and I saw somebody in the chat say folksy, yeah, and the language was Welsh, from what I understand. So absolutely like it. Well, but again, it's a different style of thing. One thing that I hadn't heard them really do a lot of is and maybe I have and maybe I forgot. Y'all got to understand, like, I actually do not listen to music away from this show. So I pick some songs that I play while I work. So while I'm working on some things, trying to get some production done, I have to have some music playing so I can test the production. And I'll pick some songs that I've already listened to, like Lacuna Coil. Is one that I pick. I don't pick any Nightwish because I don't want to accidentally roll to a new song and all of a sudden I hear one I hadn't heard yet and then completely screw up and I'm not able to do that as a react video, because I won't just do one like that. If I've heard it, I'm gonna not do it. But Lacuna Coil I put as kind of my background music while I'm working on production. And away from the music, away from this show, I still don't listen to music. It's still not a practice I have. It's been 20 years. I'm not gonna just like pick it up all of a sudden now. It's just the way that it is. And so I kind of have this reset, and when I come back in, you know, I don't always remember everything that I heard already before, but I can't remember a time that Nightwish was just going bass and drums like that for as long as they are. That doom, 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 and then her melody going, like somebody said, folksy. Yeah, that melody going, doom, 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 doom. Very, very intriguing. Their music, and Thomas, his music puts us on a journey. And that's what classical music is. It's a journey. And Thomas is classically trained, and so a lot of his things are movements, they're not hooks. And so I love the journey that he'll put us on. And I'm just feeling this one out. I'm feeling this one out. Let's keep rocking with it though.
From many colored charts, flying higher, 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 higher.
Beautiful song. Okay, so we're gonna drive it a little bit here. Okay. She's just got a presence to her on stage that's just like so commanding.
I do not wish to invade the world, yet I will forever build my own.
He's so good. Ride it out. Let's just ride it out. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I wrote that one out because Nightwish has always been really cool with me on the React stuff. They have not hit me up with anything. Let me pause that real quick. They've not hit me up with anything before like some other bands do, so I don't mind riding a song out with them, you know what I mean? Like I don't think we're gonna run into any issues with the copyright. I stopped enough, and also backing up the 5 minute or 5 seconds, but also talking over some of the segments helps with that. So that song, man, sometimes I kind of wish, like on this show, I could play it one more time. I know we have to move on to the next song, but sometimes I wish we could go back and let me hear it again, because when I get it wrong, which I didn't technically get it wrong, you know, I said melodic, you know, I figured we were going to go with melody, and we did. I sometimes gear myself up for certain expectations. Like, even though I said
to even though I said it's going to be melodic, I still have this expectation of like, oh, what if they trick me? So I'm waiting for it sometimes. And as fun as this is, it's a different experience than maybe you had. Your experience with music is to just listen to the song, and I don't have that. But also remember, I don't really listen to music at all. Even once this show ends, I'm not going to go listen to any more music until tomorrow at 11:30 when we start the pre-roll chat. Unless I work on production, I'll listen to it here. I don't have that in me anymore. Those neural pathways that you have, that music is a part of your life, they're not there for me. They've been severed for like 20 years. It's not a thing that I require for my day. Now, some of them are probably building up. Let's just be honest. Because of this show, we've been going now a little over a month. So some of them are building up. And I'm probably going to have that eventually to where music does come back into my life outside of this show. But for now, it hasn't. And so a lot of what you get from me is very raw. And I've had a cleansed palate. Like, I don't know if you eat sushi or whatever, but you got the ginger that comes. Don't make fun of redheads. That's not a redhead joke. But listen, the ginger that you have with your sushi sometimes is to cleanse your palate, so that you can move on to something else. And I cleanse my palate by I don't engage in music, and then I wake up the next morning, I get the show ready, and then I'm back into music. And so something like this Nightwish song is intriguing because I gear up for maybe they're going to trick me, or maybe they're going to, run it heavy and then they don't. And sometimes I want to just go back and listen to it again, and maybe I will today if I have time. But it was beautiful. Don't get me wrong, absolutely beautiful, folksy, and it took me on a journey. But I don't think I'm appreciating it yet like I need to. I think that's a beautiful song, and I want to appreciate it more. There's something to it, and maybe it was because a lot of times I look at the lyrics and I try to focus on what they're saying, and I didn't do that on this one, and I'm gonna probably not do that as much going forward. But it just maybe also there's an intimacy to it. Maybe that's what it is. There was a little intimacy to that song. Like it kind of put me on a journey that, for one, I wasn't familiar with. You talk about the Welsh language that I guess was in there. And then you talk about, that sort of folksy feel that was very earthy to where they're from. And so I don't identify necessarily with a lot of those things, so I felt kind of like an outsider listening to it, where I want to be inside that music. And so it may take me another time listening to it and appreciating it and going, all right, let's hear this song. Because I love basically everything that Nightwish has put out so far. I'm sure there's one that I'm not going to like. There's been a couple that are like, obviously I have my one I like the least. This is not it. This is up near the top. I liked it as a song. But I think when I take away the heart of it, whereas me trying to find out what they're about, that's what engages me in the song. When I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about, that's what connects me with the song. And when I don't do that, sometimes I just hear it for music. But remember, I don't have those neural pathways necessarily that are connecting music with emotion so much. It's there, but its message is what I'm connecting with. And when I'm not looking into the message, it's harder for me to connect. So that's something I also noticed in the comments. Some people were like, you don't have to read into everything. And I was like, my brain does. I have different neural pathways than you. Mine are looking for the message. Some people aren't.